That's
Like
unlucky.
if I find shit out about aliens, like I might be able to leak a little something to the Discord,
Oh
right?
shit!
We might be able to get the channel back on the map.
Exactly.
Have to leave the Overwatch.
But,
Oh, aliens are real. Real marine.
Yeah.
It's one of those like a breakdown video.
Marine aliens.
It's like, hi,
real
my name's
marine
Preston, and welcome
react.
to Wired Breakdown. We're gonna be sneaking out some valuable information about aliens.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, actually, you know what? I just decided that would be the start of the episode.
very well.
Yeah.
Were you recording the entire time?
That's what we call a cold open in the business, boys.
In the
what-
business.
In the business. You know, that's what-
business that we're in.
You know the
And our
biz?
business is fucking
The
booming.
biz?
the business is booming. Yeah, exactly. Well,
My cam and
The
my
business
camera's
is
fuzzy again.
Borpa. What the fuck?
we had a first episode of
Corporate
2022.
business.
Look at that. Actually,
Only
before
25 days in.
before I well, the first thing I did want to bring up. So,
We're already a month
Spotify.
into 2022.
We are. Does that make you feel old, Marco?
Makes me feel old as shit.
Yeah.
I'm turning 22. I'm finally turning an age that
Holy
nobody
shit.
cares about.
Old as
Yeah.
fuck, bro.
I promise I did not give a shit when you were 19, Preston, and I don't give a shit that you're 21 now. Like, I just don't fucking care.
So Spotify, they had like their own Spotify. Obviously, like everyone gets Spotify Wrapped, but they actually made a Spotify Wrapped for podcasters. So we actually got some info. And I mean, we haven't had a podcast since our like the one in like late December. So I just want to like bring up some of the information that it's just like normal Spotify Wrapped, but like statistics for our podcast. So I was gonna read out a few. So the first one was your show for 2021. Your show made some new friends in some new places. You got your first streams in 4 new countries: Hungary, Macedonia, Luxembourg, and Hong Kong. Look at that. We have, which is like,
Bro, that's just a lit combo,
dude.
bro.
Who's in fucking Luxembourg? Dude, we got some.
Who accidentally clicked on our videos in Luxembourg, Hong
And
Kong,
fucking Macedonia.
This is just from
and
Spotify.
Macedonia?
So somebody, and like this is just through Spotify. So someone like, there's a much lower chance that somebody like stumbled upon our podcast on Spotify. You know,
That's true.
so like,
Yeah.
dude, there's someone out there in fucking Luxembourg.
Who
There's
moved
always
from
an
America
audience.
to Luxembourg?
Yeah, exactly.
There's always an audience.
Well, imagine if you had those sort of stats for YouTube. You could be like,
Yeah,
oh,
I don't know why they don't like. Why don't more companies just have like a rewind since it's becoming more of a trend now? Like, dude, you could call it YouTube
yeah,
Rewind.
you just
Since
Yeah.
you're discontinuing YouTube Rewind, just like make a new like rebrand it. You know?
the only issue is you have to make it like highly shareable on social media platforms.
True.
no. You see, the only
Because
issue-
everybody wants to see on your Instagram story your Spotify like rewind, because we genuinely care about the top songs of the year that you listen
Yeah,
to.
and your artists
That's
and your
ve-
albums, because most of
Exactly.
the time, if I know you, I can probably predict the
Oh,
kind of music
God.
you listen to.
yeah. Wait,
All-
Actually,
all
no,
of
I
these are
can't. I
very
can't do
important
that. So
to
that's
me.
why I need to see it on your
Yes.
Instagram.
Yes, yeah.
yeah,
what
that would be
Marco
that
said.
would be awful for YouTube because you have people on posting on their stories. Oh, these are the kind of YouTube videos.
The
that I
top
watch. I watched
YouTubers I
Markiplier-
watch.
I watched Markiplier for 20,000.
You
minutes
searched
this year.
Five Nights at
Okay.
Freddy's 200,000 times this year.
So I'm just taking this to its logical conclusion.
Pornhub.
But hey, I was going to say adult entertainment industry, okay?
Except
But-
like Preston, it's like you know how like there's all those memes, but like I love how like on Pornhub like there's like the share button to like Facebook. Could you imagine having to share your Pornhub
Yo,
rewind?
you gotta watch out for that shit, because apparently I shared something just with a couple of like buddies, but I like fell asleep with my phone, and apparently I shared some like refillable deodorant product last night.
Oh damn, that's a close call.
I
Preston.
deleted it as soon
Close call.
as I yeah, I mean it's not like it's
yeah,
that
Preston,
important, but it's
refillable
dangerous.
deodorant.
Yeah, I know. I saw it and I was like, okay, how did this happen? Who took over my phone while I was asleep? Like my door was locked. I think a bird flew in. Like that's the only.
Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense.
You want to know
Oh,
something?
yeah.
You want to know something like crazy? I think it was like 6 months ago, I saw a random ass tweet. I don't even know who it was, but someone I follow liked it, and they were like, "How down bad do you got to be to comment on a porn video?"
Hey man, dude, there's some crazy like, bro, I need help on the homework. And
Wait,
it's like
didn't
what?
oh no, I don't remember if it was I remember hearing about Ted Cruz either like liking a porn video or commenting on it on 9/11.
Dude, there are people.
Cary,
because
do we bring up this topic? Are we allowed to bring up the topic we were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Or is it a little
Oh
insensitive?
no, we shouldn't. We shouldn't.
Okay.
No, but
We'll
there
talk
was,
later.
there was I think, cause I don't know if it's still true, but like, because like Pornhub, they don't do copyright like search.
Why
So
is this
people
what we're talking
will
about,
upload
guys?
like full movies because it doesn't like take it down for copyright.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because they don't care.
You want to watch
Exactly.
Spider-Man No Way Home? Here's the easiest place to go.
Yeah, I mean, okay, we'll get back to the Spotify. And it's
My water tastes like chocolate cake.
in its first week, listening
My
peaked
water
in
tastes
Australia
like
on
water.
Tuesday. Look at
I
that.
wish mine
Your
tasted-
fans
Let's
listen to it most in the
go.
afternoon. So afternoon is the peak
That makes
hours.
sense.
Well, I would hope
Well,
so.
yeah, because none of our fans are awake in the fucking morning. Like, come on.
Exactly.
Who wakes up
exactly.
in the morning? That's weird.
Oh,
Like,
wait, the next up, the second one was the United Kingdom on Tuesday.
We're a big Tuesday podcast. Everybody runs through the weekend. They get through all their good podcasts, and they're like, "I need a little filler
yeah,
till the
'cause we-
Wednesday podcast come
A little
around."
pick me up.
and,
Little pick me up.
Because we always usually go up on
Exactly.
like Saturday, so they wait a couple of days. Like, no, I'll wait. I'll wait until
They
Tuesday.
let it age like fine cheeses.
Yeah. So I want you guys to guess this next
It's
stat.
also
How
how it
many
stinks.
how many countries do you think our podcast was played in?
Hmm?
How many
24.
how many countries do you think our podcast was played in?
24.
Marco, you have to guess so I can Price is Right somebody.
How many countries are there?
Around 200, 206, depending on your definition. hey.
This This
80
gets very
no.
sensitive very quick.
42.
Who are you,
Okay,
bud?
23. Lock.
All right. Well, the
Nick on
answer is
23.
26. Nick was the
Let's
closest.
go!
Fuck! No.
You really went under me. You really went under me. You're that guy.
Oh man,
You're
man,
that
I thought
fucking
I
guy.
had it. I thought I had
Preston
it,
tried to
bro.
price
Wow.
his right your ass, and it did not work.
I almost got his ass. That's tough. Hey,
Almost with the
sometimes you
cow,
play
bro.
the game, sometimes the game plays you, bro.
We also had, it says you had some impressive growth this year. Our hours went up by 287%. Our streams went up by 175%. Our followers went up by 42%, and our listeners went up by 15%.
Wow.
It'd be
Didn't
funny
we
if they.
not post any content this year.
It'd be funny if it said you had some, and just all the graphs were negative. You had no growth this year, and just gave us negative percentages.
Nobody
That would be
nobody
quite
listened to this.
Nobody
shit this-
listened to you. 150 fans listened to you more than any other podcast, which I don't know if that's the only podcast they listen
150
to.
people don't listen to any other podcasts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is definitely the takeaway.
13 fans spent their birthday listening to you. Wow, look at that. They spent their
Oh.
birthday. They pulled up Bruhaps on their birthday.
Wow.
What a good time.
What a good time.
It's just like kicking it with the boys.
17 fans listened to you on International Podcast Day. What day is
What
I
is
that?
it?
didn't know that was a thing.
International. It's like there's a fucking day for every. It's like finding out there's
There
like
is.
there's a
literally is a
national
day,
there's a
no,
national
yeah,
hot dog
literally.
month.
Month?
It's in June, I'm pretty sure. Like International Podcast Day is September 30th.
Bro, okay, can we just highlight how sad that is that National Hot Dog Month is longer than Black History Month?
Well, it's still a
Oh,
month.
no.
Wait, which? Oh, sorry, July. July is National Hot Dog Month.
I mean, it still stands, like, no matter what you say, because
Yeah.
February is the shortest month
Exactly.
of the year.
Yeah.
Jesus.
170 fans listen to most of your episodes. Now, I don't know like what they mean by most, but you know, we got 170
All
hardcore
like,
fans.
probably 10 out of 12.
Would
That's-
most be like
that's a good
above? Would
percentage.
most be like above 50%?
Maybe like two thirds,
Like,
maybe you could say. I don't know
Yeah.
what. Yeah. Well, you know what we got. Oh, look at this.
don't know what to
30% of your fans
just
listen to you
Spotify
between
for it.
11 a.m. and 5 p.m., making it the most popular time. I don't know. I feel like every podcast got that information because I can't think of a single podcast where it's like 30% of your fans listen to you between 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. Like,
I feel like the well, I don't know if the Jocko podcast is on like Spotify, but like people who listen to the Jocko podcast and just say good to everything, they wake up at like
right.
3 o'clock in the
No,
morning
that makes sense.
for no good reason. No good reason.
So for
okay?
context,
there is no reason to be
Jocko-
up that early in the fucking morning.
Is he was a Marine or?
Wait, what did you say?
Preston's talking to someone else.
Preston's just trying to show off the side fade, you know.
No, so yeah. No, my roommate just said, "Fuck you. I wake up for tomorrow today." So yeah.
Mark, what the fuck do you
Is
have
that-
there?
Is that melatonin?
They're-
You got
Nah,
vitamin
these are-
gummies.
These are multivitamins
You're
plus
only remember,
omega-3s
guys.
gummies.
You're only supposed to eat 2 a day.
Let's go.
If you eat
One
more,
a day, baby.
If you
One
eat,
a day,
if you
but
eat-
mine is nature made because these are on sale.
If you eat more than 2 a day, you'll be able to use the force. Like when you're a kid,
I've had 4 of these
Marco,
today.
you can't do Marco. That's very
It's because they were
dangerous.
supposed to come in on Friday, so I'm making up for the days that I didn't have them.
They're just so yummy. It's like as a kid, you're like, you can only eat 2.
So-
They literally have
So,
sugar
like-
on them. They're tastier than
So
candy.
there is actually like a thing where you shouldn't take too many because if you get too many fat soluble vitamins in you, it's like actually really detrimental for your
No,
health.
actually, I think I saw.
I
you know
literally
those
took a class on this last semester.
You know those
We
Snapchat
talked about
stories that
fat
didn't.
soluble vitamins.
you know those tabs on Snapchat that are like underneath people's stories and you can like watch them like
I
the
don't
IGN ones.
believe in Snapchat. It's not Nap.
Well, they did something on like
All that shit goes straight to the government.
they did something on like somebody who moved someone
right
who
to
was
you,
an-
Preston.
Oh yeah, we're
They-
collecting.
They did one on someone who was an immigrant, so they didn't read English very well, and so they just thought that vitamins were actually gummies. So they ate like
just called them an
Holy shit!
An immigrant.
I'm gonna say it was a mic issue.
yeah.
Oh, was it?
It was
Oh.
Yeah, that's okay. Preston.
I heard him say like immigrant,
I
No,
heard the
yeah,
same
I mean,
thing,
it's
but
just-
I'm
no.
and then he was talking about how they don't do English good. Like,
But they
sorry, the irony got me.
but they ate vitamins. They ate the vitamins because they couldn't read that you weren't supposed to eat that many, so they thought they were just food. And like a pocket of water just developed in his stomach, and like you couldn't do anything about it. You had to get surgery to get it removed. So yeah, it is really
Holy
bad.
the
shit.
And
masculine
then he got a
urge.
real quick introduction to the American healthcare system.
The
That's how we do
masculine
it,
Should
urge.
have stayed.
Oh.
Stayed in your country.
Guys, how
Would've
many
gotten-
gummies do you think are in
Would have
here?
been in less debt.
How many do you think? It's a thing. I'll give you a quarter if you
More
can figure it out.
than 4.
150.
Let's see how
Ding
many are
ding
in
ding!
mine.
Cary gets the quarter. It's 150.
Holy
What if-
shit!
What would
I'm
happen if I
insane.
ate this whole thing right
Send
now?
him
I
the
mean,
one-
I should also get the quarter because 150 is like more than 4,
Fuck, he's right.
and that was my guess.
You can send
I'll
him the
tell him
quarter.
to add it to your paycheck, Preston.
Send him the quarter on
Are
PayPal.
there still 150 in there, or did it come with 150 and like you had one and now there's less? You know,
'Cause then Preston
in
would
which
be
case
like,
more than 4 still stands, but 150 doesn't.
What if I kind of wish I had a second container to empty all of these out just to get 3 in here and then just to spite your ass?
no, mine was like 12.
The next topic was, I was kind of sad that we couldn't get Moss on this episode because I wanted to, but when we were throwing out the when
just
to
kind
meet.
of like rub it.
No,
rub
but wait,
it in
wait,
his
well,
face.
when we were
Oh,
throwing,
no, it's probably- yeah.
when we were throwing out the when to meet, like the only time Moss was available, like the only other person who was available was Charles. Like, oh shit. But maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing that
Give
Moss
him-
isn't
give
on
him
this
a week,
episode.
like cool
Yeah.
down.
Maybe it's a good thing that Moss
and
isn't on the
recover.
episode because he's
Moss
a
would
fan of the
just-
Bills and they
Oh my
lost.
God. He would
That
just start
was-
screaming
it
about
heartbreaks
the
it.
That was-
overtime rules.
Okay.
The whole weekend.
that
The
is
whole weekend, bro. I
the best playoff weekend ever. The best
yeah.
playoff
Oh, yeah.
weekend
I picked
ever.
the best time to watch football.
I watched
Yeah.
all of the I watched all of the games. It was so insane.
I'll be honest, Cary. Football is like 75% more enjoyable when you're drinking beer.
Yes.
Mm.
This is like a real statistic. I thought football was good. I enjoyed football, and then I watched football while drinking beer, and it all makes sense. Literally everything about the Kona American just clicks after that moment.
Makes sense.
You're just like,
I'll give it.
I
One of the most
see.
K-Kona fan bases in the NFL.
What, the
Yeah.
Bills?
Is Bills Mafia like a K-Kona fan base?
I mean,
I feel like
they
every
wear red, white,
NFL,
and blue everywhere.
every NFL.
Yeah, every diehard
The
NFL
NFL
fan is also like a diehard American. Okay, you're not gonna find a like diehard NFL fan who's like, yeah, there are a lot of moral quandaries when we start talking about the American healthcare. No, no,
They're gonna be like,
nobody's
you
gonna
was-
say any of
like,
that.
yo, I love it when they play the national anthem and the jets fly over the stadium, bro. I love that.
That's my favorite part.
And then the fireworks go off.
Yeah, but basically, yeah, NFL, the Bills lost. It was a very sad, very heartbreaking loss.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah,
Very. It was
honestly,
so funny
they
seeing
need-
the
they need to
betting.
change the overtime.
The
rule.
betting
Yeah.
winning percent, like the betting was like normal, and then in the last 2 minutes it went up and down
Yeah.
because it was like so back and forth. It was
Well, did you guys all see the Andy Reid tweet or the quote?
before the game or
uh,
after the game?
It was after the Bills scored with 13 seconds left. Andy Reid went to Patrick
Oh,
Mahomes
yeah.
and was like, "When things are grim, be the Grim Reaper," and he was.
Damn.
I mean, he was.
Very-
That's such a based
Andy
quote.
Well,
Reid was
because
like, "I am death,
the
destroy."
Bills just disappeared at the end because they were so worried about
Listen, man,
they weren't
it-
covering anyone close. No one covered Kelsey for like half the game.
It's basically
was-
like, oh, dude, there's so much time for Mahomes, but Mahomes might score so fast. He'll leave too much time for Allen, who might score so fast. He might leave too much time for Mahomes, and just like,
And then there's 13 seconds on the clock, and everybody's like, "Oh, thank God it's done!" And the entire Kansas City fan base is just like,
and the Bills
y'all left too
defense
much
like,
time on the clock.
watch this.
Yeah, the Bills defense were like,
Well, no, so like you can't really fault the defense because they were probably in like far back cover 3.
yes, they were.
Just because like that, you're trying not to let up any big plays. You're trying to tackle people and keep them in bounds. But when you got somebody like Kelsey who's just gonna like run a 10-yard out and it takes him 3 seconds and then he's out of bounds, like you're gonna get yards,
No,
you're
it
gonna
was-
get
it
four.
was
It's gonna create
perfectly
opportunities and you're gonna
executed.
get burned.
Because one of my friends that I was watching the game with was literally like, even if he completes these 2 passes, there's no way that they get down with even a second on the clock. Like, this game is over. And then he does it, and they have 3 seconds on the clock for the field goal.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, I mean, overtime rules are not cool. That was the one thing
Yeah.
that, like, when I was starting to learn about the NFL, I'm like, is nobody like? I was just like, wait, this is how it works. How
It-
just like
No, the overtime rules need to go.
It makes no sense that the collegiate rules are better than the NFL rules.
isn't collegiate just like both sides get a chance?
so
Or?
well, both sides do get a chance, but literally you just start on the opponent. You start in the red zone. You start in the red zone, and it's pretty much you just go back and forth until somebody doesn't score or match you. So like, if you win the coin toss, instead of taking a kickoff and doing another entire quarter, as the Chiefs, you start in the red zone, and if you score, the Bills still get a chance. You just go back and forth, and maybe someone has to eventually kick a field goal. If you score a touchdown, you win.
My thing is just like when you're like the director of football, right? You have a very impassioned fan base with a lot of ideas that you can just steal, right? Like these people don't have like IP, they don't have copyright on these ideas. Find an idea that sounds good and implement it. Okay, it ain't rocket surgery, right? But I guess that's what kind of annoys me is just like there's so many good ideas. Like there's one where it's like, okay, if you score and you get the 2-point conversion, you win on the spot, right? But if you score and you get a field goal, the other team gets the ball, right? So I think that sounds a lot more fair because the other team does get to touch the ball if you don't get a 2-point conversion. But if you get a 2-point conversion, like, yeah, it should be over. You scored 8 points. You know
Yes,
what I
you
mean?
take that risk and
I
trust
don't
your offense. Yeah.
because on the one hand, like I want overtime rules to be fair, but on the one hand, I don't want overtimes to last super long. I don't have that type
Yeah,
of
because you
attention.
don't want
Okay,
the schedule
to
to
be
You know?
the TV scheduling to go longer than it should be.
Exactly.
to
Exactly.
be
Well,
fair,
yeah.
I would have been willing to watch that game for as long as
Just
that game
restart
took.
the
That was
game.
an
Just
incredible
the new
game.
overtime rules. Just restart the game. Another 4 quarters, baby.
Back.
Well, because there are some people with the strong opinion of like it needs to be like, they're like it needs to be like soccer. You put 15 more minutes on the clock and you let them play. Letting them play another 15 minutes would be hell.
No, it's another whole quarter, and a whole quarter already takes a little
You
bit
should
over an
put
hour. Almost an
a
hour.
few minutes on the clock, and
Yeah. So
well,
that
it's
that's
so hard
that's the big
without
difference.
it's so hard without giving the other team a chance. Like, how can you do that
Oh yeah.
fairly, but with
It's
time
just
is the
stupid.
thing.
Yeah,
So that's the big difference between like soccer and football is when they say like, "Oh, we'll just add 15 minutes to the clock for soccer." They're only adding 15 minutes. When you add 15 minutes to
It's
a
a
football
whole
game,
nother quarter.
it's another hour
Yeah,
because you have commercial breaks, timeouts, more
2 minute
commercial
warning.
there's
breaks,
so many
more
commercials, dude.
timeouts,
Holy shit.
2-minute warning, more commercial breaks, maybe like a first down commercial break just
That's
cuz, right?
Yeah.
A couple of trips to the sideline with people who have to improvise now, right? They only had like half an hour's worth of content. You're making them stretch, actually do their job, right? And then like it's atrocious.
yeah, that's the one thing
More
I
commercial
miss.
breaks.
That's the one thing I didn't miss about watching American sports after watching Formula One. It's the cover. Holy shit! There's so
Yeah.
many
Oh,
ads.
there are so many breaks, but the breaks aren't very long.
So honestly, I think the funniest thing is like listening to a NASCAR race. It is hilarious because like in F1, I'm not sure how it works when you're listening to the race, but they would be like, "Oh yeah, they took him over to the garage and now he's going to like whatever they got there to like check on their health, right? Like a clinic or whatever." And they're taking him to the clinic and they're checking him up. Whereas in NASCAR, they're like, "Yeah, so they took his car back to the Haas Racing M&M garage and they took him to the Blue Emu clinic to make him to like do a dot like
Oh, no,
insert
they don't.
label
I
here
mean,
A
EKG.
Toyota concussion check.
they don't
Yeah,
really do that
Toyota
too
concussion check,
much.
exactly.
I think like the only time they would do it is just like when they're like when it's like when their graphics are sponsored by Amazon Web Services. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, but
Or
There
they'll
are
be
it's just
like,
so
or I
it's
know,
so wild how natural they are at it though. Because
yeah.
like you don't even really notice it, and then you notice it, and it's like I just can't stop laughing.
Well, now I'm compelled to buy the product now. God damn it.
My friends turned the commercials into a drinking game where if they could, whoever guessed what, as long as like the fucking logo didn't pop up right at the front. So like mainly for a shit ton of car commercials, whoever guessed it correctly, the other person had to take a shot.
Now that I have watched 1 billion hours of Atrioc videos, Preston, commercials have taken another
I
meeting.
got him hooked. I got him hooked.
They've taken another meeting. But yeah,
That's how it happens. I get people hooked on shit I don't even do anymore.
oh damn.
That's how
He's
good I am.
retired. He's retired Atrioc. I don't watch his videos anymore. I'm done.
No, I don't. I barely watch any videos. Literally, the only videos I watch are Gotham Chess, and I'm either doing that, studying, working out, or sleeping.
Poor Josh Allen though. He's sitting there on the bench.
Or Josh Allen.
His face.
This is the
He's got the mouth
storyline
open, the
continues.
Pikachu.
Can the Bills, unless seeding changes next year and the Chiefs are like at the bottom or whatever,
Honestly,
can the Bills
are
beat the Chiefs to get to the AFC Championship?
the Bills are probably gonna be a lot like the Packers, in the sense that like they have a really good regular season quarterback, but he likes choking just a bit too much to win.
I don't
Wait
think.
a
I mean,
second.
I don't think
He didn't
the game
choke.
was not Josh
didn't-
Allen's fault at all. Fucking Gabriel Davis.
I mean,
almost
he
having
could've just scored
5
one more
touchdowns on the
touchdown.
night.
It's
The
that
man had like
easy.
4 touchdowns and 200 something yards
Could
or
have just
something.
not given the Chiefs 13 seconds.
Yeah, just
literally
don't
take
literally-
3 more
Yeah.
seconds off the
Just
clock.
He also
don't
could have
literally-
he also could have just
Just
completely
ta-
thrown
just
it
take-
away on 4th and 20 and lost
Dude,
the
I
fucking
fucking
game.
love that the first game of the weekend, the Bengals versus the Titans, dude. I can't imagine telling someone like, "Oh, well,
Oh
who won
my
the game?"
God,
Okay, so
bro.
I want you to
Joe
tell me.
Burrow-
I'm gonna give you 2 statistics, right? So Joe Burrow got sacked 8 times, and then the other hand, the Titans quarterback threw 3 interceptions. Who won this game? Can you tell me who you think won?
The Bengals won the game.
Hey, football's a game of turnover and sudden
Burrow-
change, you know? And like also Joe Burrow's an absolute stud, so
Yeah.
honestly, I just think it's astounding that he took the Bengals, which it's like, why is this even a team? Right? Like Ohio's terrible, right? Cleveland's bad, Cincinnati's worse, right? So like why is this a team? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, like we're actually
Throw a
competing.
ball
And it's
good.
like, what? No
I
shot.
I
Like
want the
you
Bengals
can't just draft a quarterback and win. And then they're like, you're right. That's why we got his right hand man.
Exactly.
And so, okay, I got a funny story. One of my buddies was he was watching the game, and he was like, yeah, you know, Corey Chase, that receiver, he's fucking nasty. And one of our friends was like, his name is Jamar Chase. And so and so he was just like, why am I thinking of that name? And then somebody just out of fucking nowhere just says, I think she's a porn star.
You get
And,
it out
oh
of like
my
that.
God,
You get it
yeah,
out of
yeah,
like that.
exactly. And it was just like, oh my God, bro. Oh my God. You gotta chill out with that shit.
Just exposed himself. Jesus.
Did him dirty. But yeah.
That's not that.
Who's the favorite? Are
uncommon.
Chiefs just the favorites now?
No, I think the Rams are the favorites.
Chiefs or Rant? Rant. No, those are the two who are probably gonna make the Super Bowl.
The Chiefs are gonna win.
Either the Bills or Chiefs probably would have beaten the Bengals,
No.
right?
Yeah, the
want
Chiefs are just gonna cop a quick dub ski, and then Patty Mahomes will be better than Aaron Rodgers, and yeah,
Aaron Rodgers.
in 5 years, bro.
The Packers are. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
did you,
Aaron Rodgers is basically done playing football
did you
unless they sign him to like San Francisco.
did you
I-
see all the things where people? I mean, people are saying that like Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are like the new Brady and Peyton kind of thing. Like, are the two new like
they could get
god tier quarterbacks in the NFL?
Oh,
Well,
Because
there's
Brady,
only
because
one
Tom,
issue.
That
'Cause
man
Tom
almost
Brady-
won that man was about to win his 16th Super Bowl. when I saw that fumble, I'm like, God damn, he's destined. he's gonna fucking do it.
It's meant to be.
imagine
soul.
having
He will
a
get a
comeback
toe
that
ring.
big. Imagine doing like the Brady comeback thing just for the 49 or who are they playing?
Fuck, the
The
Bucks
Bucks were playing the
versus-
Rams. They were playing the
Oh, yeah.
Rams. Just for the
Yeah.
Rams to be like, 75 yard, 75 yard
They
bomb.
just did it to him.
No, thank
They
you.
said, "Fuck
And
it,
they just
throw the
fucking
ball.
did it to
Just
him.
throw the ball." Also,
They did what everybody does in Madden.
does Andy?
Nothing
Is there
but
a
Hail
is there a
Marys.
joke about like Andy Reid with like eating food?
I think, yeah.
Okay,
there
no,
is.
because I just found a this is before the Bills game, but they're just a reporter asked Andy Reid if the Chiefs still have that championship hunger, and then he said, if you have a piece of chocolate cake and you see another dangling in front of you, you're gonna want it. That's how you feel about the Super Bowl. It's the ultimate chocolate cake. And I'm just like, this man knows the food means.
They like asked him what he was gonna do after winning the divisional
He was
championship.
like, I'm gonna go to McDonald's or whatever, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a cheeseburger.
Why doesn't he just eat the other coaches? You know, that's the ultimate power move right there.
Well, that's cannibalism, and that's frowned upon.
Something that there was like an
So
interview
I'm
with
told.
Brady, after the game yesterday, and he's like, at one point you gotta hang it up because I gotta be a dad and I gotta be a husband to
Gotta
my
kiss
wife.
my
And someone was,
kids.
No, and someone was like,
Gotta kiss my son on the lips.
no, someone was like, Tom Brady is going
Mandatory.
to retire because he needs to teach his children how to make out with their children, and he needs to be around.
He's
It's a
coming
very
back next
important
year,
phase
right?
of their
Or
life.
Tom
just-
Brady didn't suck enough life force out of his children to win that football game.
unfortunately, is he still coming back? He's coming back next year, right?
It's
Yeah,
not. I
he's
mean,
probably
it's
coming
not
back.
confirmed,
Oh my
but
God.
yeah.
He's gonna be like 50
No,
guys,
like,
one more
so-
top.
so
One,
here's-
guys, one more year.
So here's the deal. Here's the reason I definitely think he's coming back is like the only reason they didn't win that game is because his top 3 weapons were gone. Like his top 3 weapons were gone, and he
AB.
still almost won that game. Yeah, I
Damn.
mean AB was definitely a weapon.
Did you
I
see
mean,
his
he's
fucking
nasty in the
tweet
slot.
after the game?
I
Yeah.
saw
Antonio
that.
Brown put up the
That-
thing where
I-
he's holding the poster that said Bucks eliminated.
Oh, did you, Preston? There was
Now
a
the
tweet
man
about,
wants to go play for Lamar Jackson.
about when he was doing all the crazy shit. It was like someone tweeted like, the study they do on this man's brain might be the thing that shuts down the NFL.
Yeah, honestly, bro.
Yeah.
Like you have to decide whether it's CTE or he's just a little bit crazy.
Because
you got like everybody in the NFL is crazy, right? Like you don't put that much dedication towards something without being a fucking nutcase, okay? And then like you get a bunch of like head trauma, so now like you're just even more of a like you need
and
help.
lots of money,
You
lots
need
of money
mental
and
help.
fame.
Yeah, and you have lots of money. Like it's not like he's ever gonna go broke, right?
I
like
mean,
his kids might be able to go broke
yeah.
on that money, but I doubt he
Well,
goes.
because like a lot of like obviously he's like one of like the top higher ends of the NFL, but like a lot of like
Yeah.
most people in the NFL, like they'll spend a few years in the NFL and then they'll like leave and they don't know how to like save that or spend that money properly, and they'll just go broke because like they're
Yeah.
like a large portion of like former NFL like
Mhm.
players that happens to them, but not.
Well, and there is something to be said about like the cycle of poverty and shit like that. Like I guarantee if you get like a big ass white guy with like middle class like background and you give him $1 million, that it's probably not going to just like disappear overnight. But if
Right.
you give somebody with a different socioeconomic status like that same amount of money, it just disappears because like it's expected that you share, you know what I mean? And so that's kind of the problem.
Right. Yeah.
But
Is
people are too nice and generous with their money.
Exactly.
Save it for yourself. Fuck everybody else. Main
Listen,
takeaway.
as long
I
as
realize that could also come across as like really racist, but that's not.
well, see,
at all how I
listen.
meant
As
it.
long as Andy Reid just focuses on Super Bowls as food, they're gonna win
As
5
fuck
straight.
they
They're gonna win.
Yeah.
They're gonna win
Well,
20.
how long until that trio breaks up? Do you think?
What do
Because
you
they
mean,
didn't
what
win last
trio?
year. You think if they don't win again, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and Pat Mahomes are gonna like? Do you
Pat
think
Mahomes,
Tyreek
he's-
Hill? I know Pat Mahomes doesn't go anywhere.
I mean, Patty's staying.
Yeah.
Tyreek can go.
Tyreek Hill, the way he literally just ran. Because I was talking, because one of my friends is a Cowboy fan. I'm like, is Tyreek
Oh.
Hill like the new Big Zeke, like back in the day? And Zion was like, no, because Ezekiel Elliott ran over people. Tyreek Hill just runs past people. He doesn't even need to put his hands on anybody.
Like what type of question is that? No, like Zeke, in case it comes up, Zeke is like a case study that Jerry Jones has let the money go to his head. Because literally the first move Jerry Jones made as a GM, because I think he was GM, or he was just the owner who made this move. He was an owner, but he basically said like, we are not renewing our power backs contract. We'll just get a new one, and they got Emmitt Smith. But with Zeke, they're like, yes, we're going to renew our power backs contract. Like the only contract that power backs are good for is their first one, and if they become an elusive back, or like, if not elusive, but if they become like more elusive, faster, shit like that, more agile, right? that's how they like maintain. But you're not just going to be running over people the same way at 25 that you were at 21. You know what I mean? Especially when the defense has such a high turnover
I
rate.
think the
and,
level
like,
of
fucking
NFL knowledge required to continue this conversation is getting a little too high for me, Preston. So we're gonna move on to the next topic.
Okay. We're moving on.
It's getting a little too high there. But the next big story, well, it's like a week old at this point, but Activision Blizzard getting bought by Microsoft. The business move happened.
Yet Bobby Kotick still has not left Blizzard.
I think he's like gonna leave once the transition is complete, thankfully.
Which is next year.
That's the unfortunate part. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's like at this point, it's like, we'll take it.
And all of the all of the games have suffered because of it.
Yeah, because there was that tweet from one of the devs that I'll actually find it because I like.
Well, there was something saying
it.
like
no, because
there's something saying
I'll find it real quick because she basically said it was retweeting a Bobby. Yeah, so it's like it's Tracy Kennedy from the dev team. She said, "Hey Bobby, tell everyone about the random projects for Overwatch 1 you all would shove on us, and the team would do overtime for them, only for those projects to get canceled, and for months of Overwatch 2 dev time to have been lost. Or how almost entire teams are turning over and citing you as a reason." And so I guess this basically like people were like, "Holy shit!" Bobby Kotick just like basically just contributed to a lot of time wasted for Overwatch 2 development, which is just like I don't understand like there's a better way to manage be a better manager. Like it's
just because you're in a management position doesn't mean you know how to manage people.
Yeah. Or it's just like,
I mean, sometimes it does. Some people are there because of ability. But at the end of the day, it is way more about who you know and whose ass you're willing to kiss, right? Versus what you know, what you have done. Like the idea that anything is a meritocracy is bullshit. Okay, right? People like who they like more than people are like qualified for the job. You know, like
yeah,
if I'm hiring somebody, I want to work with my friend more than I want to work with somebody I don't know who's more qualified than my friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like,
and it's an innate bias.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
still.
I'm just like curious how this. I mean, I will say the memes are great. The memes are so good, dude. There's people like modding Genji into Skyrim, or the memes are just like, they're like people like the Microsoft devs looking at the Warzone code. It's like just a spaghetti, just fucking wires everywhere and shit.
Oh no, where'd Marco go?
His camera was having issues again, so I think
no.
gonna be back.
But yeah, like I just don't.
R.I.P. Marco.
I mean, I'm just curious, like what will this like if you were to just like if someone who plays like Overwatch or someone who plays World of Warcraft, someone who plays Call of Duty, if they were to just not know about this this big news drop, would they in like a few months down the line, or even a year down the line, would they be able to notice anything? Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, you're back.
I can already think
So hear me out here, right? Do you think that BattleNet is going to become like the home for Microsoft shit, or do you think Microsoft is just gonna like take BattleNet out?
I think they would take BattleNet out.
I could see it going either way.
I don't think they'd get rid of the Microsoft store that they already have.
Yeah, it'd be weird.
Well, you think they're gonna put like Overwatch 2 on Game Pass and shit like that?
Well, because to be fair, BattleNet's really limited to the games. The Microsoft store has a ton of stuff. Like you can download Spotify through the Microsoft store. Like there's Netflix that you can download through there. Like it's just in general a bigger, more well-established platform. There's no reason for them not to.
Well, when you say it like that. Okay, well now it just makes me sound stupid.
I mean, putting stuff on Game Pass seems like at least one of those games is going to.
I never said I was stupid. It just makes me sound stupid.
Well, like the previous Diablo games and things like that, and
World of Warcraft on console.
Well, that's a big thing that's being talked about now.
Oh my god, dude! 12-year-old me is so happy.
How so?
21-year-old me doesn't give
Oh.
a fuck, but 12-year-old me would love that.
Dude, imagine
It would
if-
be like, yes, I can play World of Warcraft on my Xbox. This is how I'll get all the bitches.
Imagine if Microsoft pulled the big dick move. Actually, could they even do it? Could they make Call of Duty a Xbox exclusive?
As of
Yeah.
right,
I think they said they don't want
No,
to.
I know they said they wouldn't.
They don't want to.
I know,
they
but they
fucking-
could.
No,
They could pull
could.
the
with
Sigma,
the contract,
Sigma.
with the existing
Oh my
contract that they
God.
have right now, the next 3 Call of Duties at least, like with no, like literally no discussion, are going to be on both Xbox
Damn.
and
They're
PlayStation.
gonna be on both, but like, maybe down the line,
Microsoft
somebody feels like dropping a new console. and
Microsoft
all of a sudden it's
perpetually
like,
has the gun to
no.
Sony's head. Like we're gonna pull Call of Duty from your console.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
They're
See, and
threatening.
like this, and this is what I think is funny as fuck. Is like when the PS4 was doing super well compared to the Xbox One, like Microsoft was like, "Hey, let's do cross-platform play. Like that's the future of the industry." And Sony's like, "No, we want to corner the market with the PS4." Right? And it's like, oh, okay. And now they're just like,
Oh shit.
bitch, we sell Windows too, motherfucker.
Not only do we own the PC platform, we own your fucking ass with COD now.
Well, the thing is,
Yeah.
specifically for COD, is like would they prioritize the fact they're not giving Sony the game so they could make money? But you would lose a ton because you own Activision now. Now you lose a ton of money because people on PlayStation can't buy the game anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it'd be funny if they did though.
Well, so I think they would end up making money out of that.
Why? Like
Because
Well,
people
they
would
could make it-
switch to Xbox.
yeah,
They could
I-
either
I
make
think-
it an
I think
Xbox
people would
exclusive,
legitimately
or
switch.
Microsoft, once they had full rights, could just make their own agreements with Sony.
I'm
to sell them on
personally
Raw.
of the mind that they should just even the playing field, and it should just be like, hey, yes, we own this and we can take this away, so don't fuck with us.
Exactly.
Everything will drop the same for everybody at the same time because that's just better for the consumers.
Yeah.
I know that's not how business works.
No,
Okay.
No,
Not
but
at all.
it's just like
But
yeah.
I'm really hopeful that like a good guy can make a good decision one time in my life.
It's just yeah. It's like walking. It's like
Probably not.
That's all Preston's asking for. Just one guy out there make one good decision, please.
One,
It's like at the
one
beginning of a
good guy
boxing
makes
match.
one good decision.
Wait, no,
it's never gonna happen.
I'm just picturing the Microsoft board meeting. It's just the shy intern. He's like, hey, I have an idea.
What if we kept it on both
Yo,
consoles? Fucking
it's
Phil
every-
Spencer shoots.
Fucking
No,
Matt
it's
Booty.
like that meme where it's like that one lady and she's like, I think we should make it an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
And then the other one where it's like, we can keep it on like both platforms, but we should get content first. And then the other guy's like, well, or we could just drop all the content at the same time for everybody.
Then
And
it
then he
throws
just
it out
gets
the window.
thrown out. He gets defenestrated. A little SAT word
What
for
a
you.
good word.
Damn.
I know that word. I know that word.
Good.
Yeah,
Everyone
we,
should.
We both know that.
No,
word,
it's just
Nick.
like at the beginning of a boxing match. Like, all right, guys, I want to. It's the fucking
Good clean fight.
the antitrust corporation's like, all right, guys, I want a nice clean fight, nothing
I
below
want a
the
good,
belt.
clean
And
fight.
Microsoft just flashes Call of Duty from their pockets and puts it back. It's just like, don't fuck with me.
Put him in the back
I'm gonna
foot.
go to this.
No, like so.
Brings out
so
the
it's,
brass
it's just,
knuckles. It's Call of Duty console exclusive.
it's just kind of like they have a big ass bulge in their pants in the shape of a gun with Call of Duty inscribed on it. Like I will take off my gloves and use this shit. Okay.
I mean, I don't know if like, yeah, I'm just curious to see like how this will affect like again like if someone who plays Activision Blizzard games and you didn't tell them about this massive news, would they be able to see a difference a couple months, if not a year down the line, or like
I think
like
so,
it's
yes.
like
Maybe
maybe
like a couple years down the line. If the
Right.
next 3 CODs are lined up, it's probably a couple years
Well,
down the line.
if you look at everything that's on the BattleNet launcher right now, the biggest things are there's
Yeah, okay.
Overwatch.
We decided that was a stupid fucking idea, and they're just gonna like get rid of BattleNet. This has been
Microsoft
established.
cancels all
No,
Blizzard
but
games.
just in terms of what they're in charge of
No,
now.
they're just gonna put it on like the Microsoft store.
No, they're gonna put on game. If they put Overwatch 2 on Game Pass, and PC Game Pass too.
I don't know how Game Pass like makes money or like it can't, right?
No, it does. It makes an ass ton of money.
Well, I guess how
actually.
many subscribers does Game Pass have? Is that public information?
Let's see.
What is a fuck ton?
Because how much is it?
metric-
$15 a
Nick-
month.
Metric fuck ton.
See,
Well, Cary,
Nick went for a shit ton. I went for a fuck ton. So if it's more than a fuck ton, I win.
So Cary,
Yeah.
Microsoft subscription gaming service, Xbox Game Pass, has over 25 million subscribers. At a minimum of $10 a month, Microsoft is bringing in $250 million every month.
Okay, I severely underestimate how many people subscribe to Game Pass.
But also, I mean, like, Cary, they're literally like, hey, Halo Infinite's coming out. You can play it on Game Pass. Hey, you have an Xbox and a PC. You can get Game Pass Ultimate, which covers your PC and your Xbox. They're straight up just releasing things on Game Pass now. So people aren't even bothering to buy a game. They're just subscribing to Game Pass. But you want to keep access to that game, you got to have Game Pass. So then instead of paying $180 for 3 games that you want, if they're all on Game Pass, you just pay that $15 a month because Xbox Live, or at least Sony's trying to come up with something for them.
Games.
No, but literally Xbox Live is slowly dying out, and they're adding it into Game Pass. They're trying to make Game Pass their big subscription thing now, instead of getting a year of Xbox Live Gold, even though I don't think Silver really exists anymore. Just getting a year of Xbox Live, then Game Pass. They want to make it all the same thing.
Yeah. So fun fact. That means that Xbox Live Game Pass makes more in a month than the Marshall Islands makes in a year.
The U.S. Marshall Islands, right?
I think so.
Because I think it's like, do you mean like about the U.S. territory?
Yeah, I just Googled it real quick. It's like 180.
Wow, that's how you fucking Matt Booty and Phil Spencer take a flight to the U.S. Marshall Islands. Like, hello everybody. I just wanted to say to everybody here that one of our subscription services.
If you want to add, if you're adding now Activision Blizzard titles, if you put Call of Duty on Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass,
that does
the
make
amount
money.
that alone will skyrocket.
To be fair,
and then you add the other Activision Blizzard titles.
Countries.
To be fair, brand new games that have such a production cost as Call of Duty that are made in like a window like that have to be produced in a window like that would make less money. Would not make less money maybe at first, but over time probably would make more money. But like release sales probably would be lower. Like
one of the things that was said by Microsoft reps was that or not even just, but also like the 3 studios that make COD. They're like, we want to change this. We don't want to keep putting it out every year. So they might make 1 or 2 more in the next few years, but then actually back off and start to be like, we're going to take 2 years to make another Call of Duty. We're going to take 2.5 to 3 years to make a good game.
The CEO of fucking Microsoft grew up playing Modern Warfare 2, and now he's just like, I want to go back to the good old days. We're doing a fucking remaster every 3 years, and you will like it.
But not a remaster. They're just gonna make new games.
No, they're just remastering Modern Warfare 2 for new tech.
Just go catch up to ourselves.
They're
on
just
the timeline.
recreating Modern Warfare 2.
We're gonna get Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2,
Modern
Black
Warfare
Ops
2, 3, Modern Warfare 2,
No,
4.
not Black Ops 2.
There we go. No, like I'm saying, like it will just.
Where's Ghosts?
Modern Warfare 2.
I want COD Ghosts back. Can we get that game back?
COD Ghosts is an underrated game.
I was very underrated.
COD Ghosts.
I feel safe having this take like years afterwards. It was actually kind of fun.
When I played,
there were aspects
it was fun
of it
because
that
it
could
was
have been
cheap.
improved.
It was cheaper than Black Ops 2.
When I played Ghosts in Advanced Warfare, I enjoyed the time that I spent in the games.
Oh, I've
Good.
never enjoyed time playing COD. I have only
Neither have I.
enjoyed like shit talking my friends.
No, I enjoy
Like,
shit
that's-
talking my friends and like running around with and like sticks and stones and just
Yeah, no,
bankrupting
like
people.
it's just like brainless violence, which I love, right? And talking shit and being better than my friends, which I also love. It's a match made in heaven. I mean,
Minus
honestly,
the being better
especially
than your
because
friends
like if well, I just
part.
but you know, if
We'll cut you
that's
some
the
slack.
thing is if it were just like a like movie, you know, and you're not like behind the violence, then it's not nearly as much fun, you know, but you're like the root cause of the violence, and that's why it's fun.
Wait, speaking of like remasters, like what
Thought you were gonna say speaking of violence.
Speaking of brainless violence,
Nick's probably the one I would I would have to ask. But what was up with that Pokemon like open world thing where the graphics are absolute shit? Like, have you ever seen
I've heard
that?
like, what do you mean? I've heard people say that game looks amazing.
Well,
But
maybe
some of
I
the-
don't know which. I don't
some
know if
of
I'm talking about the
some of
right game.
some of the textures are low
Yeah,
quality.
because some like there's a
It's
photo
the
I
fucking
saw
Nintendo Switch.
of the water, and it's like it's worse than like the GTA 3 like the Liberty City like water.
It's the,
I don't know if
it's the Nintendo Switch. It runs like a fucking potato. I don't expect it to have high res textures, but the game is going to be fucking incredible and super
Nothing
fun to
but
play.
Mario runs well on Switch.
But it's like you see Breath of the Wild, but like it doesn't have to have high res textures to have a good like it like you know what I mean.
textures and graphics are different.
Yeah, it just seemed like there's not like no effort was put into it. Are we seeing the same images? Like
Give me the image.
it doesn't help that I have no idea which game like Pokemon.
Is it Pokemon Legends Arceus?
Meanwhile, they're busy coding the physics for every single
Pokemon Legends
piece of hair in
Arceus?
GTA 6.
Is that the one? Pokemon Legends
Literally.
Yes, that's the one that's
Arceus?
coming out this week.
Yeah,
which
like
I will
Yeah,
literally
graphics.
I
play
was just letting that
24/7.
one go.
Because like
I am curious what they are doing in like GTA 6. Like, is GTA 6 ever coming out, or are we just gonna
No.
get GTA 5 again?
Not until
Like,
the next gen
look-
consoles
GTA
come
5
out.
times
Oh
2.
like
my
all you
God.
here look
The
in general.
PS5 Plus
But
and
for
the Xbox
everyone-
Series XX.
Anyone listening, just Google Pokemon Legends Arceus graphics and just find the images because it's like
Bad,
at least
bad.
this was the image that like people were definitely bringing up. Like okay, Nintendo, what the fuck is this?
Oh wow.
Yeah, like if this is your open world
That is
Pokemon
that is
game.
Stunning.
like it
That is
and
truly a beautiful image.
and like doesn't I'm
That's
not
the
saying
type
like
of lake you go to go find like Excalibur and like reignite the Pendragon bloodline.
like Sea of Thieves, like the graphics aren't high res, but it's a nice art style. Like you see anything with like Breath of the Wild, like I don't know why.
Yeah, but it's not meant to be. They're
Also,
like,
Cary, Sea
yeah,
of
we
Thieves
don't
can
have
be
a lot
run-
of money,
Cary,
so we're
Sea
gonna
of
make
Thieves
it
can
look
be
like we
run
don't
on
have
a computer.
lot of
No, but I
money.
know, but I'm just talking about how like if you have a good art, if you put time and effort into developing an art style, like it can look good regardless of how like regardless
When
of
was
like
the last time a Pokemon game was made with like real actual
the physical
care?
resolution. I mean, have they just been doing remakes?
No. They just don't care.
Pokemon,
just
because
come out with
they'd
some
rather
new
make a
big
new
thing.
Splatoon than milk the fuck out of Pokemon and put Chris Pratt as Super Mario to ruin that license.
Bro, that shit's gonna
Are they
be
gonna make a Super
lit.
Mario
Dude,
movie, the movie, the
wanna-
game? Like, are they
so
gonna make the Super Mario movie a game?
A game.
I'm
That'd be
not
Voiced
fun.
gonna
by Chris
lie.
Pratt.
I do want to show up to the Mario movie just drunk as a skunk.
I think most people might do that. Like, bro,
And just enjoy it that way. Just be like, that's Chris Pratt. He was Star Lord.
but yeah, like Nick, like that image. I just saw that. I'm like,
Yeah.
what
That's awesome.
the, like, what the fuck?
that looks
that-
fan made.
That mushroom. Hey, he's part of Key and Peele. The other part of Key and Peele's making like
They
critically
have a
acclaimed
fucking-
movies.
they have a
He's a
fucking-
mushroom.
I'm gonna look
Portals.
up. I'm gonna look up stuff about this, Cary.
End game portal scene, and you're like, woo! As Mario comes through the fucking portal. Yeah, you're just sitting there in
Dude,
the theater.
they're gonna be some filthy edits with like Chris Pratt as Mario. into
Exactly.
the-
into
Just saying
into the
really
Pratverse.
racist shit.
No,
Yeah.
into the Pratverse. It's gonna be
Yeah, into the
Mario
Pratverse.
and Garfield. They're all gonna be.
Dude, no, Mario is going to be at Jurassic Park taming the if they get any
With the
motion
hands, with the
remotely
hands.
like that, right? Boom.
Taming the
He's in Jurassic
Yoshis?
World.
There's a
He's in
stampede of
Jurassic World
Yoshis.
taming the
Yoshi.
Yoshis. Exactly.
Oh my god.
And I only see it with like a shitty white cutout around the actual animation. Like if it was actually like a crisp clean edit, I feel like that would definitely lose something versus if it's just like a white box with like the animation happening inside, just
They're
like
ju-
copy and
They're
paste
just
it
gonna
on.
sneak in every single Chris Pratt. Like there's gonna be like apart from him on Parks and was it Parks
There's
and
gonna be a
Rec?
part. There's gonna
Is
be
that
a
the-
part
Yeah,
where
Parks and
Mario
Rec.
Where
eats.
he's naked,
No, there's gonna
you
be a
know?
part. No,
Oh,
there's gonna be a
yeah.
part of the movie where Mario eats like 18 racks of ribs because Chris Pratt did that on set for Parks and Rec one
Exactly.
day.
That's
Or
based
it's
as fuck.
him with like the Star-Lord helmet and like Marvel's like you can't just do like they didn't ask us, bro. Nintendo's like shut
Mario's. It's just gonna like open a portal where Mario's like about to flip off the audience. They're gonna close that shit.
Like yeah, just references to every single fucking.
I want.
Chris Pratt.
What would the Mario
18
movie look like if it
racks
was
of
rated
ribs.
NC-17? What would this movie look like rated
I'm
NC-17?
still just stuck on
No,
18
you know what?
racks of
It would
ribs.
be
It would be a porn movie, bro.
it would be really funny if the
Oh,
movie was
no.
rated NC-17, but like
And by the
No,
way,
but-
there's probably gonna be a porn movie of it. Sorry,
Can you stop
Only-
bringing everything
only
back
if-
to this?
sorry.
no,
hey, it's all I got. It's all I got.
it would be kind of funny if like it was rated NC-17, but there was
Nick thought
nothing
that
like
was funny.
offensive in it.
Crap, bro.
Like it was just a normal movie, but for some reason it was given the rating of NC-17. Like they're like Nintendo's like, hey, can you just like give this an NC-17? Like it's definitely gonna generate
yeah.
buzz.
We'll drop like a hard R in like the last end credit scene. Just give it an NC-17.
In the Mario.
And they'd be like, no, we're going to pull this if you drop off hard R. And Nintendo's like, okay, that's fair. Like,
Seth
what do I gotta
Rogen comes
do?
on. He's like, I'm gonna drop a hard R as Donkey Kong, and they're like, no. Miyamoto's like, no, Seth Rogen, you can't do that. Jack Black's gonna
No.
come in and be like, I'll
No,
do
Seth
it.
Rogen.
I'll
son.
do it.
No. Toad would definitely do that.
Keegan-Michael
You just
Key.
shriek it.
Yeah, like honestly, he would be the only one who could get.
Who's
away
gonna
with
drop
it.
the gamer word in the Mario movie?
I mean, it's a video game movie.
It's
Are
either
we-
gonna
are
be
we-
Donkey Kong or Peach. I think it's gonna
are
be
we-
one of
are
the
we-
two.
Why
Oh,
don't
wow,
no,
that's
they
a
should
hot
just
take.
if they run out of ideas, just take like Mario.
Is
and-
Leo anywhere in the movie?
Who?
Who?
Like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh no, he's playing Bullet Bill. He's voice acting.
Nice.
The really method
Nice.
actor. He's gonna become a bullet in real life in the movie.
He's playing Turtle Shell number 3.
Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah.
They're shooting Robert De Niro out of a cannon.
Al Pacino is Waluigi, just the greatest. Like they get like every single.
Oh my god, that
They
would
get
be
Joe
great.
Pesci and Pacino to be Wario and fucking
Oh,
Waluigi.
that's so good.
They're just Italian mobsters at this point.
Oh my
like,
god. Yo.
they don't even have to act. They
And then
just have to read
and then
what's on the page.
Robert De Niro is just Mario and Luigi's dad.
No, you know Dr. Mario?
Oh,
Robert
he's
De
just
Niro is
Dr.
Dr.
Mario,
Mario.
bro.
And they get like every single fucking show is voiced by like, oh, here's fucking Owen Wilson. Here's
The
fucking
Goomba
Robert Downey
star,
Jr.
Owen
Yo, imagine he like throws a shell and it's just like, wow.
Here's Tom Cruise. We got
Arnold
Samuel
Anne
Jackson.
Hathaway's in
Or
here.
he-
Scarlett
no, so
Johansson.
here's another
Dwayne
one.
Johnson.
He just throws a shell and it's just Bill Burr screaming, "What the fuck!"
Yeah,
and it's the only F bomb in the movie, so it's still
they
PG-13.
just assemble just the greatest like fucking. They come out. They're like, all right, guys, we're gonna take all of the revenue, all of the profit we made selling the Nintendo Switch over the last 5 years and put it into every single actor in Hollywood. We're gonna get every
Yeah,
single one of them.
exactly.
And to allow Nintendo to let us rate this movie NC-17. To let the
Be
actors
like,
all get drunk
hey,
as fuck and just say whatever
Yeah,
they want.
we need that. They're just talking to the Nintendo board like, We need this.
This has to happen. This will happen.
Mario
regardless.
Mario is
This
only
is
hitting
for
with the
children.
Kids. We know it's not.
Was.
The Mario video.
Who are we trying to go for? The youngsters, the people who parents buy the games for, or the parents who like Mario? We're going for the parents.
Nick, did you ever find?
Then they released the first M-rated Mario game.
I wasn't even necessarily looking for information because everything that I've seen of the game that just must be a bad example.
But that's still so like you can't have that, bro, out there on the internet. Like that's I don't know.
It could just not be a real thing.
It could
that
just be...
one picture could bury Nintendo.
I don't know.
I mean, the Cosby scandal didn't bury Activision Blizzard.
Well, there you go. Only completely.
It did a good job. It dug the grave.
It only
completely got rid of like a lot of shit, but it didn't crawl into the grave and cover itself back up, and that's the difference. It was trying to. It was trying really hard.
Tried really hard.
And then Microsoft just like hit it with a shovel and started digging it back up, and is now just like dragging its unconscious body to its shed.
You're probably gonna buy the game, Nick, right?
All its bodies.
Oh, 100%. I'm literally...
So
yeah. What?
So it doesn't matter.
Didn't matter.
So it doesn't matter.
It could honestly, they could do a retro throwback where it's like a text-based ones like the original, where it's just like so low effort and basic, and people would laud it as like this return to form for Pokemon. This is what the Pokemon franchise needed to go back to its roots, to when it was good. Make Pokemon great again, okay? That's what I'm campaigning on.
No, and the thing is, people would genuinely do that because people,
yes,
there's so many people that are just like, oh, the old Pokemon games are so much better, and they still buy absolutely every fucking thing that they sell.
I don't understand why Nintendo hasn't done that yet. Like, they keep putting out these like high effort things, and it's like nobody wants that, bro. Okay, just make like 20 new Pokemon. Okay, maybe a different region, like creative names. You can like one after the banana slug or whatever you want, right? But just like just so low effort.
If Nintendo wanted to make money, they would remaster Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, bundle it into one game, charge $60 for it. They could charge 100, people would buy it.
Bro,
for the Switch.
They could charge 120 just for like, just be like, okay, yeah, we're coming back out with the Wii. But it's like it runs a little bit better now, but it has Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort.
For their next $120,
Switch like that's console, all you can play is Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, and it's like it's $120. It's like only $120. Let's go.
Instead of the graphical power of a Wii from 2006 when it first came out, it's the graphical power of a Wii from 2008, so it's a little better. You know, it'll run a little better for you guys. We did it just for you.
If they make Breath of the Wild 2
for the Wii,
some fucking Mario game, and Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort bundled into whatever, and Wii Sports Club, fuck it, throw the Wii U one in there too. And you put all those together as launch titles for the Switch, like Big Dick or whatever the next Switch is, and launch it all. People will buy that shit.
Why did you decide to go in that order? Like, you could have gone Big Dick Switch, but you went the Switch Big Dick.
No, Nintendo can't call it that.
Very phallic in nature.
That's what everyone will call it.
The Joy-Cons are all very
phallic. Well-endowed Switch. The well-endowed Switch.
Honestly, I do think, like, I am confused. Like, we have, like, geniuses that haven't turned Wii Sports Resort into a VR game. And, like, I'm not mad, okay? I'm just kind of disappointed.
If someone could mod the Wii to have VR support, I don't know what I would do.
I'm just saying that, like, Wii Sports Resort in VR.
Imagine sword fighting and falling off the fucking thing. Just
bro, it would be tense. So people would bust their ass like falling down on the ground.
It would be like
3-point contest or pickup game.
Oh, bro.
Wait, where's isn't there there's like a running one? There's one where you literally just dog fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, dog fighting would be sick.
I just wish they would add a free explore mode, but you could freely just walk around the island. like
That
that.
would be
And
that
just
would
like
be cool
join
as
in on
fuck.
like free, just like randomly.
Multiplayer. It's like GTA Online, just Wii Sports
Wii
Resort
Sports
multiplayer.
VR
Yeah,
online.
yeah, they have like the on map like locations where you can walk into a circle and start.
All
a
right,
lobby up.
Nintendo, you want to make money? Listen up. Wii Sports
Yeah.
VR or Wii Sports Online or combine them. Plain and simple.
Honestly,
Put all three.
you
Put all
Nintendo
three Wii
VR would
Sports
be
games.
insane.
You
Nintendo VR
think
would straight up be insane.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know why they haven't announced that they're going to be investing in that yet. But like honestly, Pokemon would be a lot cooler if that little like
awesome.
if like Charizard was like right there and you could like reach out to pet it like that, especially if people were like
And you
allowed
could
to stream
actually
it.
throw a Pokeball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. No, but
at
like if people were allowed to stream that, I can just imagine XQC just like petting his Charizard as it gets
And then
fucking murked by a
the
water
chat-
type, and he's just so confused, and he's just like, "My juicer!"
I do want to bring up. There was a funny comment I saw where like, well, it was a video where it was a post where it was like, what feature should be in the new Mario Kart 9? And it was like, every track is slightly phallic. You all notice it on the mini map, but nobody's brave enough to address it.
Slightly what?
Nobody's brave enough to address it. Like,
So I'm not gonna lie. I think my main issue with Mario Kart is that there aren't enough chicanes.
dude, just turn it to F1. Just turn it into F1. Give us.
There was a comment. Someone like some F1 person was like, Mario Kart 9 rumors. They're gonna add damage to the cars. You can upgrade your cars, and they're
There's
gonna be
team
adding
radio,
slipstreams,
team-
overtaking, DRS, different types of tires that mean something.
You can adjust the brake differential on your car. You can
Exactly.
change
They're like
the...
basically it's gonna be Formula 1 but Mario Kart.
You could change
Let's
the rank of you
go.
could change
As
the rank
dope
of your
as
car.
that would be, no.
Nah,
Please,
bro,
no.
Yeah,
dude. What do you... They partner with like the F1, so it's officially branded and shit. You have fucking Mario driving around in a Mercedes.
Oh my god, we don't need that.
They already have that. Mercedes is already in Mario Kart 8.
It
Oh
is.
shit, you're right. Damn.
It is.
Okay. We'll do fan questions since we've exhausted. See, honestly, Nintendo just has to listen to those previous 15 minutes.
We
and-
just made
no,
Nintendo
that
like
was-
probably
they don't.
$300 billion
Listen,
right there.
here's my deal, right? Is we have no copyright on any of this. So if anybody wants to take this and use one of these ideas, like I don't even need credit, right? Because just seeing my idea be right is worth it to me.
Exactly.
It's like the fucking Preston's. It's like the ending of The Dark Knight, where Preston's just sitting in a cafe. He reads the article that Nintendo announces all these things. Preston's just like, damn. He just sits down and just sips his coffee, and that's all the satisfaction he needed.
That's all I need.
Okay.
It's just like, yeah, I said these things.
Swag Dinosaur asks, if you could have a custom Lego set build of anything, what would it be?
So I really resisted the temptation to just say my dick. I'm not gonna lie. It took
Just
a lot.
put it on your
Good
desk.
one. Good one, Preston.
Yeah, or your mom. That was also another like
Classic.
free easy
Classic.
one. So
The funny
No,
man.
not classic. Classy
yeah,
answers.
yeah, classy.
I mean, there's some like brands that I wish Lego did.
Oh
like,
no, it's not.
obviously,
It's not even hard.
like
wait,
obviously
never
like
mind, it is.
Game of Thrones back when it was super popular, but it's
Yeah.
probably 'cause it's not a very kid friendly brand. But like,
What? Wait. Well, they do replicas of like there's like Eiffel Tower and stuff like that. What if
like
they
the Lego
partner with, like-
architecture.
yeah. What if they
I want an
partner with
F1
some
car
of
to scale.
And a working F1 car made of Legos. It just falls apart after the first corner.
Either that or I want a jar of Nutella made out of Legos that you can eat.
Wait,
Edible Legos.
wait, say again.
Edible Legos.
Edible.
I want a jar of Nutella, but when you scoop into it, it's like Lego pieces, right?
Side
But you can eat them. and
Side
it tastes like
tangent. I
Nutella.
just saw a funny post. Like, what if F1 car sponsors? They could only get sponsors from the country that the team was like from. And Ferrari, it was a big just Nutella word on the side of the car. And you're like,
There's
damn.
just a ton of pasta, olive oil, and Nutella. That's all.
Yeah, it's just like Barilla.
Sponsored by Ragu.
Yeah.
Never ragu. Not for fucking Ferrari.
No, but then Haas,
Bro.
because they're technically an American company, they would just get fucking, you know, like
McDonald's, Walmart, Home Depot,
Yeah,
Wonder
that
Bread.
would be great.
Bring back Wonder Bread as a sponsor.
Big Newtons.
But yeah, no, I think it'd just be so funny because there's this video. I think it's the guys who, some of the people from
Mrs.
MythBusters,
Buttersworth or some
they made a
shit.
giant like ball, a giant ball made of Legos, and just rolled it down a hill. And after like 10 seconds, it kind of just fell apart. It looks spectacular, just like hundreds of thousands of Legos just falling apart. It'd be so funny if they made an F1 car to scale out of Legos, and after like a hairpin, it just falls.
And then you're just like
Just falls.
sitting on a bunch of Legos, just kind of sad.
No, you see all the
Spitting
people.
on Legos, that shit would hurt.
They red flag the
Oh.
race. You see the safety car come
They're
out, and all the
clearing
people come
debris.
out, and they're just like sweeping the Legos.
All the marshals are just like.
I do know what I would go with though.
More Preston.
So I would go with a M240 with a tripod, but like to some size.
The true American.
So a gun.
Yeah. But it's only because I can't own one. I want to own one of those things so bad. I
What
don't
was the
care how
fucking
it has
Preston?
to
What was the like
happen.
mounted gun that you talked about when fighting the gorilla?
The
that
M240.
M249. Oh, yeah.
No, it was the M240. It wasn't the saw. It was the M240.
Wrestling wants that. Wrestling, I want to.
I do. I want that more than anything else in the world because it's just so satisfying.
I think I would-
Because
I
like
want-
you hear about like shooting guns and you're like, yeah, you know, it's fun. You get a little rush and like when you can actually hit a target, it's even better. And then you shoot a 240 at nothing and you're just like, oh wow.
power. No one man should have all.
That's great.
I don't know.
That's great.
I do like how like Lego is taking their products in a more like adult based. They're making more sets for like adults that adults can build and enjoy. Like the only shit they're so fucking expensive, but like the Titanic, like I
Yeah,
said, is
no,
really cool.
seriously.
Like some
Because
of
they're
like
the only
model,
company that
Titanic's
does that.
cool.
They literally can set the market.
Yeah, like the model sets, even like with the Roman like these more like Lego sets for adults. Like even like the Lego flowers.
It would be kind of cool if I could build like the Twin Towers in Legos so I could see what they actually looked like.
Well, that leads into what I was gonna say. I would have for Legos, like replica, like sports stadiums or like actual sports stadiums.
Yeah. There's already Nick. There's already
the Barcelona.
If he
No,
if
not
he had said
Barcelona, it's,
airplanes, that would have been
it's,
fucked up.
Manchester United. Their
Right.
stadium.
There's a
Oh, really?
soccer. Yeah.
Yeah, Manchester United, Barcelona, they're basically the
Same
same.
But I was
thing.
gonna
It's,
say,
it's
I was-
soccer.
They both play soccer, which isn't a real sport. Okay, so
But yeah, I was gonna say something like Fenway, like a recreation of Fenway.
I'll
Yeah.
bet
Wants
you,
that.
Nick. There's
wants
a website.
why not a recreation of Finland, 2 size?
Iceland. I'll do
No,
you one
There
better.
there was that I forgot, was it Denmark?
America.
Denmark made a they had a Minecraft server where they made the entire country of Denmark to scale, like in real, like
You're doing it wrong. So here's what you gotta do.
Mark
So
is
you gotta-
saluting.
yeah. So when you do it, you gotta have your thumb touching your knuckle, right? And then you bring it up like to your eyebrow, and you want it facing you like just slightly. You want to be able to see your palm.
There you go. Preston teaching Marco
Yeah.
how
Well,
to
Preston
salute.
said America to scale, therefore I had to salute.
No,
Yeah.
well,
And
well,
and generally you want your shit like up, so it's like
Can
elbows
someone
up. It's
So-
recreate? I mean, I don't want this, but I think this would be funny. Imagine pulling a prank on a church, right? They leave for the night, they come back.
Okay.
All of their Bibles are made out of Legos,
So
and
hear,
all the
hear
text
me
is
out.
just stickers, and it's the scribbles.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I
Lego Bible.
got
Lego
I
Bible.
got-
what are you gonna
I
do?
got an even better idea for you.
Oh
okay.
Jesus!
You prank a church by going up to the door, right? Taking a piece of paper,
oh no.
putting a nail
Oh,
through it,
Okay.
and starting the Protestant
Okay.
Reformation.
That's a good prank. It's just a prank, bro. It was just a prank.
History is just repeating itself at this point.
It's
It's
a bunch
gotta
of
happen
pranks.
eventually. I
History
said
is-
history and my phone activated thinking I said.
No, but
"Hey,
so
Siri."
well, okay. The tangent I was there's some
All
Denmark.
Lego sets.
Denmark made a Minecraft
Denmark.
server where they made the country of
yeah.
Denmark to scale, the whole country on a Minecraft server, and then I think they opened it up public, and a bunch of like Americans came on and just started playing like American flags and tanks and shit. But no, Nick. So there's a website called I think Bricklink
God, we're
where
such
it's
fucking
actually
dicks.
I have a model, so people can design their own Lego sets and just post the model to Bricklink. It's called a mock MOC, which stands for my own creation, and
Oh, we found it's
it'll
gonna be-
come with instructions, and all the instructions are really like they look like
Costs
legit.
like $3 million.
I mean, that's just Legos in general, unfortunately. But like you can buy custom and like look in general. I just looked up like a Fenway mock. Someone just designed a little Lego model of Fenway Park that you can just obviously you'll still have to buy the parts and they give you a piece list. But yeah, like it's a great like, and I've seen like there's a Winterfell set that I want to get at some point. It's very expensive, but
because Cary, we literally
save
scrolled
up your
around. We
money.
found like, you know, the like Snapchat, the like hot dog guy with the headphones on.
Mark,
It was that, but it was like 40,000 pieces, and it cost like $4,000.
It was just a mural. That's the only reason why it had so many pieces.
There was a world map that was like 80,000 pieces.
Just a 2D Lego
Jesus
like
Christ.
yeah. But I mean yeah, so that like there are plenty of like custom made Lego sets out there that are like really cool. But yeah, it's just unfortunate because Lego was so fucking expensive, dude.
They didn't used to be. I swear they didn't used to be.
They didn't. It's like the older.
No, you just didn't pay for them when they were.
No, well, they were like I've looked. Well, I don't know if it's all the sets, but I know some of the.
As somebody who went to Disney and blew $200 on Lego,
Well,
and got like 5 sets out of it,
right.
and they weren't even big.
Well, it depends on. It may not be for all the sets, but I know some of the like Lego Star Wars sets that like when we were kids, like
Oh yeah,
like,
I mean old ones
Republic
you
gunship
can't get anymore have
my
like
God,
increased in price.
Dude, that 2008 Lego Republic gunship, dude, that was the
Yeah.
shit. Like I was able to find what it retailed at the time, and even when you account for inflation, it's still cheaper than like what like the equivalent gunship that's out costs today. But I don't know.
By how much?
I'm not sure actually. It was maybe
not-
less than like $100, but it was.
That's why. Okay, yeah.
But I don't know. It's Legos are just cool, but they're just expensive. So it's like, it's sad.
And I don't have money like that. I spend too much money like eating and drinking. So
Damn straight. I don't know. I think Lego, like, I think more Lego architecture sets would be cool. Like, not only Lego architecture of like actual places, but like fan like from different franchise, like in like even like MCU, Star Wars, Harry. Like, it's just cool. It'd be cool to have like Lego architecture sets, but that
Stark
style.
Tower and Legos.
Yeah, that style. But for other stuff, because it would be cool.
how do we get started talking about this?
It was a fan
It
question,
was a
remember?
fun question.
Next question.
Okay.
Remember that?
I just didn't remember what the fan question was.
Oh, this is
Oh yeah, it's like if you could see anything about Lego. Okay, I remember.
fucking.
Uh-oh.
Dante asks favorite door. That's all it is. Favorite door.
1,000-year door.
Is that a
It's
is that a
video
Zelda
game.
reference? Okay. Well, it's
No,
No, it's
actually.
Mario.
It's a Mario reference.
Paper
Paper
Mario.
Mario.
okay.
Door, huh?
I mean, I think your standard
My favorite door is the door to whatever room I am currently in.
because you want to
Whose
get out of
door
the room.
from Monsters Inc.
That's
Or
actually,
I
I
want
was
to,
just thinking
or I
about that.
want to keep people out of the room. See, I don't give a shit about that door, right? Because that's not going to keep people out of my room. Okay? But like my door, that'll keep people out of my room. And I can go
I mean-
through it. It's like functional. Like you're giving me non-functional
all-
doors.
all I'm
I
thinking
can't go
right
through
now-
your doors.
All I'm thinking right now is when Minecraft is so really popular, but like when I was young, when I was really into like Minecraft, I was specifically into Redstone, and there obviously like there's so many tutorials about like like a 2x3 Minecraft door, 1x2 Minecraft door, like 2x3 flushed Minecraft door, like 3x3 Minecraft door, super fast opening closing, and they're these crazy fucking like I swear, Preston, like they're like bro, like I've seen memes where it's like Redstone engineers are like fucking smarter. Like it's like, yeah, you're a NASA engineer, but this guy's he's really good at redstone. So I don't know, but this guy made it was like a 20 by 20, like a giant Minecraft door. It takes like 2 minutes for it to open
and close.
Yeah.
And then they show you all the redstone. It's like, holy fuck. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of shit where it's just like that. It's kind of nuts. And then you realize, like, we figured all the shit we know out without, like, bounded constraints. Like, we went from, like, banging stones against rocks to make, like, sharper stones to, like, computers and
To
cyber
NFTs.
warfare.
No,
NFTs.
no, that's the
No,
go back. That's the
The
devolve button.
Minecraft redstone
Back
door.
button.
That's the
No,
de-
it was kind of funny. I was chilling at the smoke pit with one of my buddies, and I've
You know.
decided that I'm a secondhand smoker. That's what I like to do, because you just kind of sit there and be social, but you like don't actually smoke. It's fun. But it was kind of
Smoking?
funny because no, hanging around people who do smoke is fun. So it was kind of funny because he started talking about NFTs, and he was like, "Yeah, bro, the blockchain makes it so yeah." And I'm like,
No.
"Bro, you know, there's like a save as button, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, but like you don't save the
He's a
blockchain, you just
crypto
save the
bro.
image."
He's a
and
crypto. He's fallen
He-
for the. We've lost
yeah,
one.
no, he has. So we were clowning on him a little bit.
It's
Goodbye,
He's like,
soldier.
"Oh
meme,
no, bro, it's the blockchain."
the fucking meme of Tobey
Blockchain.
Maguire.
And as well, but it was as he was leaving, I'm just like, by the way, I know how blockchains work. Like, I'm not stupid.
Yeah,
They're
it's
just stupid.
dude. There's so
So,
many people now that have fall. Well, I know. I don't know. It's so funny because like just at least within the Overwatch, like Fran, I don't know. Like she posted a tweet where she was like, in case anybody didn't know, she got fucking roasted for like basically just supporting NFTs. She's
being
like,
an NFT,
Yeah.
bro.
and she's like, nah, bro, I use. Hang on, I'm just gonna find the tweet. It's literally her most recent, which is like, do Overwatch
Yeah,
fans
I do.
do Overwatch fans hating on NFTs know that the number one NFT in trade volume right now is made by people from the Overwatch team? and like so many Overwatch devs were like this is not it. Like we do not. This is why we
Yeah.
have to put our opinions are our own because like. Yeah, and then she basically
Yeah.
did a tweet long, and she's like, "All right, I'm done. I'm out." I was getting ratioed
It's
on.
like, okay, yeah.
It's too
I'm
much.
getting ratioed by devs who were just like
It's
in the
too much.
quagmire of a sexual assault scandal,
It's too much,
and
man.
I'm getting ratioed by them.
Yeah. It's
Maybe GG go next. GG go next.
Oh, yeah, because didn't Bitcoin crash recently? Like, or not like so much value was lost.
No, I know, like the Bored Ape NFTs
Right.
crashed recently. So the Bored Ape
'cause
Yacht
there's that-
Club is still
there's
on
that-
their fucking yachts, by the way.
There's that meme of the Ecuadorian president who put in like a significant portion of his country's treasury into cryptocurrency and then into Bitcoin, and then when the market crashed, he's like sitting there like, so guys,
Guys, don't worry. I'll buy it back when it goes up. I'll buy it back when it goes up, guys.
So like this is honestly where, like, you know, having like the dean of like Wharton School of Business at UPenn just go like be in charge of Ecuador for a little bit might not be a terrible
Well,
idea.
it's just the thing. There's
Right.
so many regulations and so many ways to like predict it that like
That's just
it
like-
just crashes so quickly. Where with stocks you can kind of predict a rise and fall. Crypto, it's hard.
that's
and it's dumb.
it's just like
It's also
that's
stupid.
just like that's just such a fundamental misunderstanding of how money works.
Just how to run a
that-
fucking country.
No. Like, honestly, it's irresponsible for people like that to be in charge, and this is exactly why. Because, like, since elections are just popularity contests, you get people who are so just like critically under-equipped for the job of running a fucking country, right? Like that's the beauty of America, right? Is the president
beauty
doesn't
of
run the
America.
country, right? That's
that's
the beauty of it. He doesn't run the country,
Were we just talking
right?
about crypto?
We were. He's just kind of like the figurehead.
There.
Okay.
I do want to bring up. If you want, if you to shit on crypto one more time, there's this NFT group
let's
that
keep
bought.
shitting on
No,
crypto.
they bought a copy of Dune for 2.6 million euros, and they're like, so we get copyright of Dune now, right, guys? They're like, so we own, like we own the rights to the book, right, and the movie, right? Right, guys.
Cary, the thing you put in
not how
Discord,
that
how they're gonna start making like
An NFT restaurant.
restaurants.
NFT restaurant in New York City, guys. It's in general. Just scroll up a bit.
I want to see this.
Yeah, the gourmet
Moss,
NFT.
Moss. I found the same. It's basically the same meme. But yeah, gourmet NFTs, guys. Now you can take a picture of them in real life. You can fucking Tobey Maguire with the camera. Going in my
Phone eats first.
going in my NFT collection. Or honestly, now that Twitter has you can now have your picture profile on Twitter can be an NFT now. And the way you differentiate is the profile picture is not a circle, it's a hexagon. So people have started to just change their profile picture to a hexagon, like just crop the image.
So
It's just like a random ass picture of like a hot dog, but it's
Yeah.
it's the hexagon.
yeah, I guess my thing is just like, while we're on the topic of gourmet NFTs and food, why does everybody post pictures of their food?
Well,
I just
some
don't
people just
understand.
like to, they like to part of food.
Like-
If you're paying a lot for
I
your food, maybe
underst-
like the presentation of it.
I
Like to make me hungry.
understand.
Well,
if you're
yeah,
the-
yeah, no. Like, if you take a picture of like maybe one of the best plates you've ever like seen, right? You like snap a picture of that and you just keep it in your back pocket, and then you post it as like part of the trip you went on. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
or like a weekend update if you're into that sort of fucking thing, right? Like, whatever. Okay. But you just take a picture every time you go out to a fucking restaurant and you're like, phone eats first.
Arby's
It's like, oh my
again,
fucking
baby.
God.
The third roast beef sandwich this week. Like,
We've had the
Hey, but
meat
like
for
that-
the 12th time
like-
already.
Like, honestly, like, phone eats first for an Arby's sandwich would be fucking hilarious.
that would be funny.
But I only see white bitches doing it with
yeah.
their like $20 plates, and it's like, yeah, bro, we get it. You eat food. Chill
No,
the
like
fuck out.
going out to like Postabilities or something like that, or Red Robin and this and that. No, if you're going and eating at some like fine fucking dining thing or whatever, or if you're a foodie and like part of
Okay,
your thing
yeah,
is like
yeah,
doing whatever.
If that's like your shtick, okay, that's one thing. But when it's just like your personal account, it's like, no, I just want to find out if you get married, if you have a child, or
If you're playing
or
games,
you
if
die,
you buy
or you
NFTs,
or you get a good
If
job,
you buy
or you get a good
NFTs
job,
so I
like,
can
they'll
block
probably
you.
post that.
or if you win the lottery, so I can hit you up and say we're really good friends.
Exactly.
Anybody
Yeah,
who does
exactly,
that,
exactly.
I
they're
follow
asking
you on
for it.
Instagram.
They're
You gotta
asking
give me
for it
money
if
now.
they.
Yeah, basically.
Next
Okay.
question.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Now that I got that right over with, I'm just ranting about shit I hate.
Crypto,
I'm gonna
fucking
Yeah.
NFTs.
do. A guy came by Target. This is like 9. Target closed at 10 p.m. It was like 9:30. The store was empty.
What is happening?
Like
What is going on?
the super-
What is going?
What?
Cary,
What?
you're Optimus priming for me.
Oh.
I can hear him.
No, that's just you.
Okay.
God
is
damn it. Okay, you're
Oh.
better now.
Yeah.
No,
So,
you're back.
You're
you're back.
Optimus Prime
Like-
for me.
The store was dead.
Nobody's Optimus Prime.
Yeah, me neither. No one's Optimus Prime.
Fuck.
But anyway, so yeah, the store's dead. This one guy, like super sketchy guy, comes in. He's like got like 3 hoodies on. Like he's like, hey man, do you know when Target might start accepting Bitcoin? And I was just like, I don't know, man. Like, well, I don't like
That's
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 not,
just somebody who has never worked in retail.
Yeah.
Okay, like
Well,
if
because there are
you've
some
if
places
you've
that
ever
accept
spent a
Bitcoin
day,
and cryptocurrency. You can pay with your
okay,
crypto
but that's
wallet.
like not my point. If you've ever spent a day in like in retail, you know the only question you ask somebody working there is where something is.
Yeah.
Okay. If you need to ask like, oh, which of these is better, you might get away with that in the tech section if you're old. Okay. But even then, like, it's getting sketchy. Okay, it's getting sketchy because you should know
Yeah.
this shit. You have the internet now. Okay,
Nah, people are
but like
stupid.
when
Yeah, they
my
are.
my thing is like you just go into the tech section and you're like, what should I buy? I have a like 8-year-old son and I want to buy him something. It's like, bro,
But that's see.
I don't want to ask the sheer amount of fucking questions. I know you would just like give him a Switch and you'd be like, "Oh, this is great for
No.
children."
Does he want a Switch?
I
Does he
would
want a
sell him
plushie?
I
Does he
would
want a
sell him
tablet?
an
Does he want
Xbox
headphones?
I would sell him an Xbox Series X with the newest Gears of War. Okay, like that's where
Where's
we're at.
GTA?
No,
That's fucked
GTA
up.
has sex in it. That's bad to go. Gears of War, no sex. Good to go. Okay.
Just lots of violence and language, but sex
Hey,
that you can't
hey,
teach to the
that's
young ones.
how I came up. And so like I'm not sure if that was like a contributing factor to the way I am today. But if it is, I need to recreate that for somebody so they can be right all the fucking time too. Okay.
I don't think the right all the time part is right all the time.
No. No, so like unfortunately it is. Like most of my takes are correct all the time.
But
Every fucking time.
Okay.
When
Well,
I drop a take, it's probably right.
We'll have one more question from. You know,
Okay.
we'll do this one from Moss. We'll get an opportunity to Moss ask a question. Why is Josh Allen the best quarterback in football? Well,
Because he's gay. Did you see him choke?
good one, Preston.
Sorry.
Good one,
Sorry.
Preston.
It's too easy. It's too easy.
Good one, Preston. You
you
really
know,
went for it. It wasn't even his fault. He did the best he could.
It wasn't remotely his fault.
he had like an incredible playoff performance.
Okay. So like he did good.
Enough about the 13
But what if they had
seconds.
subbed in Trubisky?
They would have lost.
They could have won.
If
They
only,
could have won.
lost.
if only Josh
could've
Allen
won.
scored slower, so then Patrick Mahomes had less time. You could have just done that, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, if Josh Allen had just taken 3 more seconds to snap the ball over the course of the game, they would have won. It's that simple, okay? Like
Yeah.
it's not difficult.
You gotta have the foresight. You're in the NFL.
I can take 3 more seconds to snap the ball over the course of a game when I know I need to do that. It's easy. It's easy.
I would totally pay to have an NFL game against just two like mid teams, but all the rosters are the same, except for the quarterbacks are just two random guys who think they'd be really good quarterbacks. like they'd be like, nah, bro. Hey,
they don't
man.
spend any extra time teaching them shit.
Yeah.
They don't do this or
It's
that.
like just a
It's
guy
just
who's like,
nah, bro.
I almost made D1 football, man. I could have gotten in, and then all right.
I played D3 in college.
Yeah.
I made the all-star team for my county in high school.
Like they were really good in high school, and they thought they could make it in college. And they're just out living their life. Just put them back in the NFL for a game.
They're just like, yeah, you know, I was an absolute stud in high school. I was a 5-star
Had a hell of an
D1
arm.
recruit, but yeah,
Just
I
didn't work
had
out.
an absolute cannon for an arm.
I could
but,
throw that ball 40 yards or more
you
if you
know,
wanted me to.
You know, I went to Alabama and I asked them a very simple question. They didn't give me the answer I wanted. And, you know, they said no when I asked them, "Am I allowed to smoke hella kush?" And so now I'm a used car salesman and I don't know why I'm unloading this on you. And then like somebody's dad is just like, this is an idea.
See,
We're
it's just
getting you in the
it'd
league,
just be
son.
so funny to see just an average person just
one game.
try. It's like in the Olympics where they should have
You
just a
know
control.
what does suck? They can't smoke hella kush in the league yet though. Like in the NBA, they can smoke hella kush. But like
Good
in the
to know.
NFL, they're not technically allowed
You can
to
thank
smoke
Chris
hella
Paul
kush
for
yet.
that one
Good to
because he's
know.
the head of the player union.
Fuck
You can
yeah,
thank
bro.
Chris
Fuck
Paul.
Yeah. Bro, Chris Paul knows what's up. Chris Paul's like, bro, I want to smoke hella kush. And they're like, hey, bro, just wait like 5 years. Okay, give us like 5 years. We'll like lobby for it slowly. And Chris
I
Paul's
mean,
like,
dude, could you imagine?
you got 4 years and 3 months, and I'm gonna be smoking hella kush whether you want me to or not. and the NBA PA is just like,
Yes,
fuck.
sir.
4 years and 3 months. That's gonna be a hard push. And then they just go to the like top guy and they're like, hey, listen, bro, Chris Paul wants to smoke hella kush. And he's like, well, he can smoke away. I don't give a fuck. And they're like, oh, that was a lot easier.
Chris
And they
Paul's
just
like, I want to
suspended
smoke,
recreational
and
drug
they're like,
testing.
okay, whatever. LeBron's like, I want to smoke. Yes, sir. They start like selling
Yes,
weed in
king.
the stadiums.
Go off, King.
Yes, king.
Imagine if like Twitch streamers had a union and they all came together. First of
I have a
all,
lot of things out of union.
first of all, first of all, imagine XUC just like the head of the like, all right, guys, don't worry, we're gonna.
with the most useless union ever. I would be scared to be a
Nah,
part
bro.
of that union.
Could you imagine if they all came together and they're just like, all right, we're just gonna not stream for like.
You put Ninja and Doctor Disrespect.
Yeah,
in
you have
at
everybody
the
like
head of the
over
union.
like.
Well, no, but like honestly, like the union would stop the shit that happened, like from Doctor Disrespect from happening.
Yeah, I mean, they could change, dude. They could change the sub split. Like if like anybody over like 1,000 concurrents just got together, it's only be like what, like maybe they got together and just like, we're gonna not stream for like a week, like or like a few weeks.
I mean they get like 50-50 or more than that.
It's
So,
50-50, and then for the top streamers, it's like 3-2 split. For
yeah,
$25.
I really, I don't know. Maybe it's just like from down here, it's like that really doesn't sound that bad. But like I feel like compared to a lot of shit that happens, that's a pretty good split.
Yeah. I
Like,
think it'd be
just-
funny to see
just,
Twitch
like,
just like
generally speaking.
panic. Like you see XUC just at the head of the charge, and he's like, guys,
He's like, hot tub streamers or streamers too.
throwing down the gauntlet. He makes like a inspirational speech in the chat, just like feel strong with all the question marks. Like, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, bro, is this English? Like, he
What
kinda, he
the
slipped
fuck are
in
you-
French there. Bro, that is kind of wild though that he just like learned English through Twitch chat.
It's so weird hearing him speak French because like he sounds like a normal person in French.
I'm a self-taught I'm a self-taught English speaker. Oh, really?
I'm
How'd
a
you
self-taught
learn?
American.
Dude, seeing him play,
It's like, well, that
family-
education system's probably better than
seeing
like
him
ours.
play,
So-
Are You Smarter Than a Fifth? Or no, who was it? Who Wants to Win a Million? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Seeing
Yeah,
him
Who
play
Wants to
that
Be a
game,
Millionaire.
oh my fucking god! It's like, it's very funny.
Is it like licking peanut butter off a
Is
brick wall?
he
No.
like just bad?
Yeah, like there
I
are multiple
believe
times
it.
where he'll just like rage quit because he got the first question wrong and he has to just restart the game. Like,
Well, so that I mean that one is hard because it's like a lot of like really obscure cultural references.
but it's the first question.
So-
Like they're supposed to get harder and harder.
If you get but
Yeah.
you get the first question wrong and you lose, right?
Yeah, so he just restarts the whole game.
You make no money.
Yeah, I just gotta find like the questions that he missed because they're just it's bad.
I'm sure they're like stupid easy, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because
Yeah.
if they ask you about like something that happened in the 80s, like what hairstyle was popular in the 80s, like everybody who has parents from America is gonna be like, oh, it was like the mullet or like people
Yeah.
getting
The side fade.
The
what is the side fade? I don't know what the side fade is. I just know high, mid, and low fade. Those are the only fades.
Right now
I
you
know.
got a high fade.
High skin fade, leave the top. That is what we tell the Chinese ladies every Sunday.
Every Sunday?
Oh wow.
Every Sunday.
Do you have to pay
20
for your
bucks
haircuts?
every fucking Sunday.
20
That's stupid.
$20 every. Wow.
Wait, what if I just wait? What if I was just
fucking
like, no, I'm gonna grow my hair out?
Then you get a negative counseling the first couple of times, but those go away after 3 months. Then you get a 6105. That's permanent. 2 or 3 6105s.
So could I
And
get
you get-
discharged for
you get an
wanting to grow my hair
NJP.
out?
Yeah, you can.
So
Yeah,
stupid.
because you get like 3 6105s for not,
America.
and then they NJP you.
Saying
and
a
then,
lot of. You're
like-
just saying letters at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So,
Get smacked on
USA,
the wrist.
USA, you know.
USA, USA, USA.
Insane.
and so
Then they throw your
basically,
ass in the
like,
curb.
what that is like they'll take money from you, which, like, I'm making $2,000 a month anyways, right? So they take more money from you, and then they make you, like, stay in a room by yourself without your phone, um, and
Solitary
you can't
confinement.
eat food. Yeah, basically solitary. And you have to, like, sweep off the steps and shit.
That's
And then if you do that twice, you get adcept, and they're just like, goodbye, dishonorable, get fucked. So
Well,
yeah,
get fucked.
and then
that's
they
where
play
I'm
the
like,
Star Spangled Banner as you walk out.
that's
But in
where
minor, in minor.
that's where I was like, well, I guess my rights are worth less than $2,000 a month. That's good to
Yeah.
know. I was willing to sell freedom, liberty, and happiness for less than $2,000 a month. Okay,
Yes, sir.
you learn things about yourself.
All right. Well, that's the end of this
Is
episode.
is that
Let's
we're
end this
calling that
episode
on
so we
that?
can have the
Yeah.
conversation we've been waiting to have, Cary.
Do you
Oh,
want to?
yeah.
Alright.
Not on the podcast.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, we'll end it, and then we'll
We gotta have a perhaps we chat after dark.
like what like a past 1 a.m. Well, see, the issue is, Preston, you're 3 hours behind us, so
Yeah.
in order for you to have an
Yeah,
after
but-
hours, it'll be a
like-
5 a.m.
But, like, honestly, like, if you guys start talking at 1, and I, like,
It'll be
I
10
have
for you.
class in
and
the
I
morning.
get on,
Preston.
yeah, I'll bitch, look who you're talking to, okay?
Yeah, but you won't be joining at 3 a.m. Like,
Well, yeah, I know. I'm saying we do it on the weekends, bro. Okay, like, come on.
I have commitments on the weekend, bro.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to Vegas
was-
this weekend,
Marc-
Preston.
Oh,
You're
no
going to
shit, bro.
Vegas?
Yeah.
What are you
That
going to
shit's
Vegas for?
Oh,
you
dude,
talking
that
about that?
blows, though.
Oh, I'm missing. Oh no,
That
Preston,
blows.
Preston, you can give me, because
Yeah.
the conference games are this weekend. Give me tips. Because I can't bet. The betting age is 21, and I can tell because my mom,
Oh.
she's going on a business trip. I'm like, because she's not usually the person who goes on business trips. So I'm like, sure, I'll go to Vegas with her. I can just tell her, all right, mom, I want you to place these. I want you to
Yeah, put this and
On the
down.
Chiefs,
The
baby.
parlays, mom, are gonna be
on the
crazy.
on the Chiefs. Bet the
Bro,
house.
yeah, just honestly, like,
Bet the house.
the easiest way to
So
make money is you just
Gamble.
put everything. You just put everything on the Chiefs over, and then you take everything you won on the Chiefs over and put it all on black, and then you'll just win money
Real life money hack.
on the roulette table. By the way.
Wait, so
on the
okay,
roulette
Cary's going to
table.
Puerto Rico, or Cary's going to Vegas. I booked tickets to Puerto Rico today. I'm going to Puerto Rico. I'm going to
Why?
Puerto Rico
Why?
with my girlfriend over spring break.
No, okay.
She has an apartment
Why?
there. It's because her family has an apartment there. That's why.
Oh
Oh.
God, is she from Puerto Rico?
No. She's from
Oh,
Beverly,
good.
Massachusetts.
Oh, good. Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Preston was about
She's
to
not
explode.
from Puerto Rico. Her family just goes to Puerto Rico.
So, well, well, Puerto Ricans hold, like, a very special place in my heart.
This doesn't sound
Because
genuine.
Puerto Rico holds a special place in your
They've-
heart.
No, Puerto Ricans.
Okay.
Because they've just caused me so many problems by being fucking stupid.
What are you talking
Like,
Yeah,
about?
without fail. Without fail. Everybody
like who?
I have met.
Like who?
Salgado. Fucking
Who-
Salgado.
Fuck is that?
We just lost our
Uh,
viewers
you-
from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, they probably understand, honestly.
But was
like-
this a Marine story? I don't.
No, it's just like literally, yeah, it is. I joined the Corps, and the majority of my headaches came from Puerto Rican.
Like they hit you or something?
Yeah, they.
No, like they're just always like the reason that bad things happen. Between that and
Okay.
Vietnamese people. They're kind of tied.
We need to end the we need
And
to
don't even get me started about the damn white people. Okay,
We're
the white people are the worst.
Yeah,
Alright,
you're damn
Preston's
right.
adopted the
End the
philosophy
podcast.
of if I hate it's not racist if I'm racist towards
If I
everyone.
hate every
If I hate
Exactly. Exactly. So
Okay,
yeah.
we're done.
Yep, that's the end of Bruhaps We Chat. For
Got a great
now,
place to end it.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.